Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, then hello, my name is Lon. And girl, where have you been? Today's video is part of the Unusual Pumpkins DIY. It's hosted by Tammy from Happiness Created and Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. I will link their channels as well as the playlist in the description box below. Now let's jump right into these DIYs. So I'm gonna go in with an old polyester cheetah print shirt and picked up some of those Dollar Tree full of glitter pumpkin signs. But no worries, I have a quick fix for that. After removing the tags, the leaf, and whatever else was on there, trace the pumpkin to cover up the glitter, because even though it's super cute, it gets everywhere and it just makes a mess sometimes. So this is how I close off the back of my projects that have that Dollar Tree glitter on them. So after tracing this pumpkin, I just went in with a pair of my crafting scissors. I don't know why I couldn't say scissors just then. And I just went and I cut on the trace line. And I tried to stay a little bit on the outer edge of the tracing line, if that makes sense, to make sure that I was going to cover the back completely. Now, no need for fear. I got you guys. I am not going to put you through seeing me cut this entire piece of paper out. So let's speed this thing up a little bit, shall we? And just like that, boom, the back is on. No, the back is not on, but I did cut it out. I'm going to show you me attaching the back a little bit later. So I'm taking that shirt, the lower end of the shirt. Now, this again was a polyester blend, so it worked perfectly because it stretched over this pumpkin. I would imagine that you could use any other type of fabric as long as you were able to adhere the fabric to the back of the pumpkin. And so here I'm just going in and I'm cutting around, leaving myself a little bit of that lip, like I said, where when I go to hot glue, I can tuck it in. I did use finger protectors because, again, it gets a little warm and, okay, I'm lying. It gets a lot of warm. It's actually hot and I wanted to protect my fingers. It is at this very point I thought that I had cut my fabric just a teeny bit too short, but I quickly remembered that this fabric was stretchy, and so that was absolutely a plus, because again, it was easy to glue it on and stretch it over. And I did it in small sections because I was working with the hot glue and I didn't want it to dry on me. And I wanted to make sure I was taking my time because I didn't want to have to waste any other fabric that I could use for a future project. So grabbing my finger protection and getting some hot glue with my Surebonder hot glue gun. And here I am going, like I said, with a very small section, holding that over just a little bit. And you know, hot glue, it dries pretty quickly. So you gotta move. You don't have to move super fast, but I felt like I needed to get it on there before it dried up and wouldn't allow for the shirt to attach to the pumpkin. So I started out on the sides, and then once I got my sides down, then I went to the bottom. And after I had everything attached on the sides and the bottom, I went up to the top and I stretched the fabric to make sure that everything was pulled really tightly. And I wanted to make sure that I still had the 3 little humps at the bottom of the pumpkin. And this is how it looks so far. It looks really, really cool, and the feel of it is so like neat, and it just, I mean, I just love the way it looks just right here. Now, initially I did have some problems with the stem because I had a lot of extra fabric up there and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that. But what I ended up doing was just cutting it off, painting the stem black. So if you are a cheetah print type of gal, comment below and let me know that this is your favorite print. And I hope that you would like the way this turned out. I think it's super cute. It could be placed on a hanger to hang up, or it could just be propped up with some other decor to kind of make the cheetah print pop out. But it's definitely an unusual pumpkin for sure, because a cheetah print is something you do not normally see on a pumpkin. So here's a small clip of that piece of paper that I traced and cut out. And I just go around the edges, again, moving in small sections because where I didn't want that hot glue to start to dry before I could put the paper down. And plus I wanted to take my time because I didn't want a whole lot of bubbling up of that paper on the back side as well. After completing the back part of this pumpkin, I flipped it over and I attached a red ribbon to the stem. Comment below and let me know, if you were to make this pumpkin, what are some embellishments that you would add? Personally, I feel like the red goes with the cheetah print because it just pops right off. You could essentially use any color you like. If you are here from the playlist, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Lon, and on my channel, I create affordable DIYs, thrift flips, and so much more. If that's content that you like watching, I hope that you would consider subscribing to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. And if you've already been living life with Lon, thank you so much for your continued support and for coming back for another video. I do work full-time, so I do not have a regular posting schedule. So girl, go ahead and hit that post notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. Please know that I am trying to set a scheduled day per week to post videos, and I am trying really hard to meet that expectation. Because I needed 2 white pumpkins, I decided to go ahead and paint both of those at the same time. Again, my white paint was a little sparing, but it got me through the 2 pumpkins that I needed without any problems. So this is 1 coat to both of the pumpkins. Part of the reason why I wasn't too worried about full coverage is that I knew that I was going to go in and do quite a bit of cover up painting, if that makes sense, because I wanted to make a cow print. And so this, guys, was just a trial and error. I don't feel that there's a right or wrong way, and I don't want to discount anyone's profession if you do know how to make a proper cow's print. Basically what I did is I just dipped my paintbrush inside of some black chalk paint, and I just made random squiggly lines and curves and colored them in, and I feel like this print came out very, very, very well. But as always, please comment below and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, if you're liking what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up on this video, because that lets YouTube know that you like videos and content like this, and it also helps my channel grow. Y'all, I was laughing so hard at some of these patches. I don't even know what these are called. Markings, I guess that would be the name. If you know the name of what the technical name of what the marks are on the cow, I would almost say markings, but I'm not sure if that's the correct term. But anyways, I digress. I was laughing so hard because I was like, this is going to be a flop, and they're going to make so much fun of me for this cow print. But I really think that it came out really well. So don't forget to comment below and let me know what's the technical name for these little guys. And this is what it looks like. I thought it was super cute, and to top it off, I had this old pumpkin that oh nope, I'm not going to show you that part yet. Hold on. I'm going to actually show you. I do have the old pumpkin, but we'll get there. So this part right here is what I was telling you about. Sometimes I cut a little bit beyond the trace line, and you just take some scissors and you just go around. These were a little bit big. You may want to try a smaller pair of scissors to get this off, but for me it worked out really well. And see, you can't even see it. So this is a pumpkin that I painted last year, and I'm finally gonna part ways with it. But I wanted this little hay looking stuff off of it because I thought it would be so cute on the cow, resembling the cow being in the pasture. So I ripped it off, and as you can see, it was orange once upon a time. Wanted to cover up the holes because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, if I'm going to give it to someone or put it on a hanger or not. And so this, when I put that hay looking, straw looking stuff on there, it immediately, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. And I fell in love with it. So one thing that I haven't mentioned throughout this video is that these pumpkins, you can also personalize them. And that's what I like most about getting these from the Dollar Tree, is that once you paint them down to be what you want them to be, you can personalize them with vinyl, with rub-on stickers or transfers, rub-on transfers, and even just handwriting on them. And it just takes this Dollar Tree pumpkin to a whole nother level. And this is how the pumpkin turned out. I used what I had on hand, but I think a really cute red gingham ribbon would look so great on this. It would actually pop off that black and white. But I used orange because that's what I had on hand. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Okay, now I'm moving on to the next animal print. This is going to be a zebra. So I'm taking that same brush that I used to do the cow, and I'm going to do the zebra. So let's see. I don't think there's a wrong way to do this. I think the main thing is that you just make these little fun fact here. So I learned that zebras, the babies are able to identify their moms by their stripes. How cool is that? Basically what I'm doing here is I am just making random stripes. I'm going up, I'm going down, I'm making the less than sign, I'm making the greater than sign. I am just having fun. I will say that this was a little tedious at times because when I felt like I was almost finished, I wasn't even halfway done. So it takes a little bit of time, and but I'm actually happy and glad at the way it turned out, because initially, I mean, and it looks like a zebra personally, but initially I was like, oh, this is going to be super hard. And I was like, well, it's just a lot of different variations of lines, so it doesn't have to be precise. But I did want it to look like a zebra, and I think I pulled it off. But you guys will have to let me know. And 3 hours later, I'm just joking, it didn't take 3 hours, but it felt like it. This is what it looks like. And I found these 2 cattails in my stash, and I figured this would go great as an accent piece for this zebra. As zebras are running through where they run through, I felt like they would probably see these 2 little cattails. And so this is what it turned out to be. And comment below and let me know what you guys think. Does this look like a zebra? Do you plan on trying to do this? Would you do this? Is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Okay, guys, we're coming up to the end. If you are still here, drop a giraffe emoji in the comments. This final pumpkin is going to be a giraffe print, and I'm using Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster and a golden brown by Apple Barrel, I want to say. I don't know if I can. I'll look back at it and put it in the comments. I'm sorry, in the description box below. But I'm just going in with one coat of that plaster chalk paint. And guys, don't forget to check out the playlist. There is a bunch of talented creators who are on this playlist as well, creating unusual pumpkin DIYs, and I can't wait to watch the playlist myself. So please pop over to their channels, let them know that you're stopping by from my channel, and just give their channel some love. Special thank you to Tammy and Jackie for putting on this challenge. It's been super fun creating all of these unusual pumpkins that you definitely will not see in real life. But that's the beauty of crafting and creating, is that you can make whatever you want out of whatever you want. Like the other projects, I'm just going in and visualizing in my head what a zebra would look like if I were really close to it. And I know that it looks like little squares or rectangles, or even sometimes little triangles. So that's ultimately the goal of covering this entire piece, is leaving space for the plaster to show through, but also putting in the little patches for the to distinguish that this is a zebra. And so, like before, I cannot leave this beauty out by herself. Look how pretty that is. And to top it off, I'm going to put some leaves at the top, because, you know, giraffes are usually up in the trees eating the leaves off. And I thought this would just pop off of this pretty taupey brown color. And guys, this is how that giraffe pumpkin turned out. I'm really torn because I love all of them, and I just cannot choose just one. But comment below and let me know which one of the pumpkins I did in this challenge today was your favorite, or maybe it was two. But yeah, don't forget to check out the playlist, and a special thank you again to Becky and Tammy for putting on this challenge. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for your subscription. It means so much to me. I will talk to you guys in the next one. And remember, if you're not living life with Lon, then you're missing out. Bye.